Hey Gemini, welcome into your early March reading. We are still looking at the divine masculine and feminine journey. And this is a general reading for the collective, so if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. You might want to check out the reading in this series that corresponds with your rising sign. New viewers, welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, liking, and sharing the video. And for those who are returning, we had a huge week last week. You all did a lot to help boost the channel. I really appreciate that. I love all the feedback, the interaction, the comments, the emails I've received. Very, very, very helpful. Keep it coming. Okay. I'm pulling cards because we just came through the new moon in Pisces. So I'm pulling cards for Moonology. One for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. Interesting. Wow, this card came out in another, I want to say it was Taurus, possibly. Yeah. Maybe. Conclusions are within reach, dear feminine. So now if you're a Gemini watching and you're a feminine, this card's for you. If you're a Gemini watching and you feel you're the masculine, then this card would be for you. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sag, Jupiter energy, expand your vision. Look at the bigger picture for the divine masculine, and conclusions are within reach for the feminine. I like that. And I'm going to pull one card just for Gemini, regardless of what energy you're inhabiting. And let's see what is on the path for you in early March. Let's see what's coming in for Gemini. This is Queen of the Moon Oracle. And we have nourishment. Card number 7, real spiritual. Look at that. Waterfall coming off the moon. Very, very nourishing flora and fauna. And I'll just read a little bit of this, not the whole thing because it's pretty lengthy. But the context of the nourishment card for you, Gemini, is to choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. That's why we have that number 7 there. Feed your values. When you are jealous or envious, it's a sign of what you are actually hungering for. Pay attention to your health. So there's sort of a bigger theme here with regard to your values, and being true to them, nourishing them, and at the same time nourishing yourself. So this is a mind, body, spirit kind of a card. I like that energy for you. And what I'm looking at here today, Gemini, is where are you in this, you and your divine counterpart, how did you get here and where are you going? So I will pull cards for how you're both showing up in the early part of March. Again, not date specific. I'm just saying early part of March because I'm putting a time and date stamp on it so that you can find it on the channel. But whenever this message reaches you, if it speaks to you, it's your message. And also feel free to flip the energies around. That doesn't invalidate the reading. It just means that it came out in reverse for you. All right. Wow. Okay. So divine masculine here, this is my intention. Again, you can flip it, is really working hard, has their head down, maybe working to distraction on something. 8 of Pentacles, I will clarify all this. And feminine, you're showing up in the Page of Swords energy. You might not be in direct communication with this masculine. I only say that because this is sort of the detective of the tarot, the I Spy. So you may be observing the masculine from afar. That can be on social media. That can be, checking in with friends or people you know in common. Scrolling their Facebook feed. So there feels to me like there's some information you're looking for or you're trying to communicate something here, Gemini. And I like that it is swords because that's about truth. And that goes to those values that you need to nourish right now. So, and I also like that the conclusions are within reach. It's almost like you're trying to come to a conclusion and you're observing from a distance to get a read on what this person is doing, what your counterpart is doing. So where are you now? There's happiness here. Sun energy, card of Leo. There's happiness here. There's I'm not feeling a lot of strife. I do feel that this card in the future where you're going is repeating from the last reading. I don't know if you remember that. Go check the last Gemini one I did last week had the divine masculine. I only focused on the masculine in that first part of the reading. And it was like 7 of Pentacles on 7 of Pentacles. So it was like double confirmation that the masculine was in a holding pattern, waiting and being very patient to allow things to grow organically. And we see that's where you're headed in this connection. There's more patience involved. But right now, how did you get to this happiness? Some big aha moment. Some big aha moment. So I want to look at that. And I think... yeah. Okay. I could be talking to a totally different group of Gemini, so I don't want to bleed last week's reading into this one. 8 of Pentacles for the masculine here. Hanged Man. Yeah, I think the masculine is pulling back, maybe working to distraction here. Kind of emotionally content, happy with the way things are. Seems to be some wish fulfillment there. One more on this, please. There's the patience. Now, I love this, Gemini, because the seven of Pentacles on 7 of Pentacles of the last reading, and you know, if that one didn't speak to you, this part of it might, has now elevated to Temperance. And so what that is about is sort of, you know, well, I'm sort of, I feel like this masculine is working hard at a creative solution to balancing the energies between you. And that did come up last time too. And what I like about the Hanged Man being here is that, look at the glow on the Hanged Man's head, you know. Upside down, the world looks different. He's looking at the world from a different perspective, and he's waiting for enlightenment. Like, he's really open to seeing things differently. That's key, and that may be what this aha moment is about. Let's go ahead and look at feminine Page of Swords. For beautiful Gemini, I mean, that's you showing up in your own reading, and this too, Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. Definitely your energy here in the reading. Okay, watching to see if this person is not being on the level. Because they may have options. Look at these 7s. Now we have 7, 7, and we also had the 7 here in the nourishment card. So one more, please. Yeah, this was the, yeah. So this is a card of Capricorn. I'll just say that so you know. But it's also a card that leads me to believe that something went sideways in this, for this group of Geminis that I'm speaking to. Okay, so let me get this part out. This 7 of Cups can often represent options, but in this scenario, the way it's coming through, and this is a relationship reading, so there's a little bit of a flavor of relationship in this. It isn't about your options, Gemini, if you're the feminine here. Whoever is the feminine here, it is about the overwhelm on an emotional level, processing everything. Look at all these cups, all these different aspects of this connection of maybe there's been something that's been out of balance. I know this masculine is trying to rebalance the energies, is kind of saying they're happy as they are, and yet here sits Gemini in this emotional overwhelm that they're trying to heal from, right? We have 7 of Cups and 4 Swords. That's almost counterintuitive, but not really. If you think about it and you're sort of checking up on this masculine and being sure that they're being on a level with you, maybe you're trying to see if they're falling into old patterns of the past, toxic patterns, things that really blew you two apart perhaps, then yeah, it's emotionally overwhelming and you have to heal from that. So I'm going to recommend that we turn this upside down. Like, don't be so focused on the emotional aspects that you have to work through. Take the time out to heal and focus on you. That's what this is about. Because if you're focused on this person and what might arise to the surface again, what toxic energy might be repeating, that's what you're going to get. But if you focus on the healing, you're gonna heal. And then what you see, you will see more clearly and without the taint of a toxic energy. Put a pin in that because we might come back to that. The sun is where you are in this connection. There's happiness here, vulnerability, protection. Yeah, moving slowly. Oh, wow. Oh, beautiful. Here's divine feminine energy right here. Empress comes through. That is Libra. Libra and Taurus. So there's like air and earth mixed in. A lot of unconditional love coming through. And I feel that the happiness has been supporting a methodical, deliberate, responsible move toward choosing the path for the future. The Two of Wands, the two paths that lie before you here, Gemini, in this connection, you're going to have to make a choice, but I like that you're going about it very responsibly. Either you are or the masculine is. I kind of feel you both are. Meaning you're not rushing. And there's a lot of mutual unconditional love here between the two of you. So I like that for you. That's where you are right now. How did you get here? There's been some aha moment. This Ace of Swords. Did I hold that up for you? And I like how it's pointed down in this card. To me, it symbolizes, we can lay the swords down now. We've been victorious. We have, overcome something. We've come to an understanding, divine enlightenment, insight, wisdom, knowledge, truth. Wow. Yeah. Wow. There's a transformation. Whoa. That's what came out last time. Okay, so this is a continuation. How did you get to this happiness and this methodical move toward choosing the path for the future? Divine feminine, I feel this is really mostly your energy coming up in this part of the reading of where you are now. It's almost like, I feel like you're okay. I'm going to stop right here for a second and talk to a very select few Gemini divine feminines. You're coming through here presently in the energy of happiness that you're working toward, you're moving toward, making a very important choice about the future in this connection. You're coming from unconditional love, high vibration love, and in the fullness of divine feminine energy. So that's what's coming through in the connection presently, and I kind of feel you're directing that. But behind the scenes, you're not being on the level. You're not the one who's on the level right now. Do you see like the disconnect? Like you don't trust this. You're saying this is where I am, but you don't trust it. And I'm saying this with love to you because I know I've got Gemini in my family. I know exactly who I'm thinking of right now. And yeah, the emotional overwhelm is overshadowing the ability to heal. And that's what keeps you in this energy of cycling through something toxic and gnarly. This feels gnarly to me. And it doesn't have to be. I just had to say that for a certain group of Geminis, and you know who you are. Okay, I see you. But yeah, I feel like, how did you get here to this happiness? There was this aha moment in the last reading for this masculine who's just happily working away at looking at things differently. He's holding back on Like delaying is personal gratification, happy with the way things are, really working hard to balance the energies with the divine feminine, and transforming with regard to commitment. There's something really powerful. This is the energy of Scorpio here. And then we've got this big Ace of Pentacles. Remember what I think I titled that last reading, something like all in for life partnership. Wow, because I was seeing that unfold in the divine masculine. Well, now here we are. And they're taking all your notes and they are transforming, but you don't trust it. You're like, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, I'm telling you, it's here. Believe it. Hilarious. Woo, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, and before I go on, underneath the deck, you may miss out on this. This Four of Cups, you're looking at something else here. And you're not seeing that Ace of Cups coming right in from the hand of Spirit in this connection. Big ass love. Ace of Pentacles, kind of put it on lock love. Commitment, stability, groundedness. You may miss it because you're taking your eye off the prize. You're looking for trouble, Gemini, and then right underneath is what I just said. This is what's available for you, and you may miss it. So that is a caution. You know, I would rather it not end up being a cautionary tale of a missed opportunity in this connection. So I'm just going to say heads up. Literally, heads up. It's just right there. So maybe get off social media. For some of you, you know who you are. Seven of Pentacles in the future. Wait, allow this thing to grow organically. Those kinds of things take time. But yes, this is about manifestation. If your ship is coming in, oh, what did I do here? Sorry. I wasn't playing with a full deck. God, I hope you like my humor. Okay, I'm going to try that again. If that 3 is meant to come out, it will come out. Seven of Pentacles does have a manifestation energy to it, though, because it's waiting for things to grow organically for whom? The lovers. There's your energy coming out, Gemini. That's even better than the 3 of Wands, in my opinion. This is about making a choice, and you are making a choice. In this connection, the two of you are choosing each other and allowing it to grow organically in divine time. There is divinity here. There is protection here. Wow. Now we have, just so you know who the players are, we do have Capricorn, we have Leo, we have Libra and Taurus, and we have Scorpio, and now we have you showing up in the reading. So all those energies are present. There are others too, but I like to read the major arcana so you kind of get a good feel for that. I'm going to pull, because I had this deck kind of out of whack, I want to pull another card here for the 7. What did I just say? All in divine time. Wheel of Fortune. Don't push the river here, Gemini. You've got something really good. You are making a choice. This 2 of Wands and the Lovers is about choice. You are in the process of making that choice. You can't get there overnight. So take the time you need to heal from the emotional overwhelm of whatever went gnarly in the past. Stop looking for trouble where there is none. That's my advice to you, with love. All in divine time. The energy of Sagittarius, Jupiter, whatever it lands on, it expands. It landed on the Lovers. There is potential here for expanding the power of this connection. Meditate, heal, release yourself from feeling enslaved to the past. Love you, Gemini. The link to the extended is below. If I'm speaking your story, follow me there in a minute. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye, Gemini.